Alright, my previous video did pretty decent. Since then, I changed my opinion a bit. Let's get over it. Part of my opinion remains the same. I'm still unhappy with the fact that achievements only lasted for 72 hours. It's better than 24 hours, don't get me wrong, but I think extending the time won't be reasonable anymore, since it's too late already, and it would piss off the players that put their money or their time into it. So instead of that, I think they should avoid making the same mistake or approach if it was intentional. I know what some people are about to say. It's just a skin, or skill issue, 72 hours is more than enough, etc. Okay, in case you don't know, not everyone had the greatest hours to beat Nightmare in 40 or less minutes every time. But you had 2 years to grind for the towers, and maybe some people joined later than others or did not feel like grinding an insane amount of time. Even if people do have decent or good towers, that doesn't mean that they can grind up to 12 hours every day, including the fact that it was on weekdays, when most people had work, school, college, etc. Now, I'd like to reply to some people that commented on my last video. It's just skins, bro. As someone who likes to collect some limited time items in various games, I find this stupid. Y'all can't be for real. Why else do you think I made this video? Who cares? It's just skins, it's purely cosmetic and does not even change anything gameplay wise. Some people do care, that's why I made that video in the first place. Skin is still content, sure, you're right, it doesn't really change anything gameplay wise, but it's not even about whether it's a skin or not, it's about how it is obtained.
Sorry, but skill issue. Holy, you had 2 years for the preparation of this mode. After some hours they released, there were already lots of speedrun strategies, solo and in a team, where you could beat it in less than 40 minutes. You had achievements which really give a boost on the start. I got the War Machine skin on Sunday. I couldn't get her on Saturday because I was working. I did not get refractor skin because I'm lazy as hell. I had time to get it till Tuesday. You had plenty of time to get it. Until those skins were made to be more on the challenge than exclusivity. And I chose to accept the challenge. Everyone had a chance to not. I'll speak about fear of missing out on something like this. If players can handle that they missed it, then it's not the game's problem, but tells more about the player than the game.
Sure, let's say I have a skill issue, but have you considered that not everyone are as free as others or not as advanced in the game? As I said before, one may have tests on that or another day, and they don't have time to go for the towers, or others may simply not have the right towers. Some speedrun shots made after a few hours after release for solo or a team. Actually, it was a day or even after release, and included golden mobster or towers that may not be available to everyone. And challenges like this shouldn't be set to a really tight time limit. Take the events for example. You have at least 3 or more weeks to grind for the tower. Sure, it still gets repetitive and needs more grinding, but you don't feel as much pressure on yourself as you do here. Not to mention, firstly it was supposed to be 24 hours. I think only then it was extended to 48 and only then to 72 hours. At least that's what I heard. So people could have just gave up realizing they won't be able to get none of those towers in 24 hours. If players can handle that they missed it, then it's not the game's problem but tells more about the player rather than the game. Just imagine for a second. Some developers for a game you love release a really cool hard update and they specifically make it almost impossible to win, or something similar. And they lock a really cool limited time item behind that mode, or Robux. And you have to beat it 5 times to unlock the item too. Additionally, they decided to set a 1-day time limit to get it. Player base gets mad. For what reason? Making a limited time item that you can only get after winning 5 times in an insanely hard mode. Would you also be mad? Or say that it's the player's problem that they had time to prepare for this and if they can't beat it, it's purely their issue? Again, it's just an example, probably not the greatest since item can be anything and maybe change the gameplay a lot, but again, just an example. I know, that's exactly what I said in my video. As someone who likes to collect some limited time items in various games, I find this stupid. I have said that a few seconds ago. Not everyone are as free as you. Nor do everyone have Robux to pay to get the towers. You're right, a player could choose to sacrifice their sleep or grace or not to. But still, in my opinion, 72 hours is too little. A lot of people barely got it on time. Others were a few games off after the batch was closed. That's with sacrificing one of them mentioned, mostly. I got both. Quit complaining, dog. I'm not even gonna read this one. Alright, that's everything I had to say. If you have any ideas what I should post in the future, let me know. Also, thank you for 110 subscribers. Thanks for watching and goodbye.